Okay, America Go Dojo here, and I'm doing another video taping, and I'm going to probably do some more posts pretty soon. Here we have, well, on the left, we have this guy, I don't know, he was just being screwed with by Jason Guttertrash. Okay, now this guy, he carries a gun, he carries pepper spray, so obviously he is looking for trouble. And what he's going to do is record this guy's VIN number. He already took the license plate number. He's asking questions. He's getting all over the guy's business, but now he is recording the VIN number and he's going to broadcast it on YouTube.
Oh, what do you expect when you go to a damn post office and do the shit that they're doing? Guy get laid out. I would love to see somebody knock the shit out of him. I do think the guy was wrong for what he did. For him to get in his face, but I think he was, I don't know, he was trying to prove a point, I think he was trying to prove a point because the way he said, I can, constitutional right, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the guy is wrong on that one. There's nothing in the Constitution that says you can get into another man's face and talk like that.
You can defend yourself, though.
Again, I hate to stick up for the asshole, but I think he was trying to...
Okay, what Jason Gutterman does is called assault. You don't have to assault somebody. I mean, you don't have to touch somebody to assault them. And he gets up in people's faces. He threatens them. He puts the camera there. That is assault, legally speaking. That's something you would learn in your first year of law school. And there's battery is actually unwanted touching. Assault is the threat of battery or a threat. So what Jason Gutterman does is he assaults people. Now, a lot of police don't know this because, let's face it, guys, police don't go to law school. I mean, some of them do. The ones that do actually become lawyers. But he is threatening this guy so many ways, it's not even funny. So, yeah, the guy has a right to defend himself, and a spontaneous reaction is not illegal.
Prove a point like saying, just because you can doesn't mean you have to. I think that's the point he was trying to make. Now, again, as much as I would love to see him punch that motherfucker, oh my God, excuse the language, as much as I would love to see him knock him in his ass, I don't think it was right. I know it sounds like I'm going against the guy, but what's right is right, For him to get in any person's face, I think it's wrong. But this is the shit this is his fault. What do you expect when you go to a damn post office and do the shit that they're doing? And then again, if it wasn't for his cockiness, if he was just up front in the beginning, all this shit would have never happened. But he caused this shit. One way or the other, he caused this. And now what does he do? Now he wants to go take his VIN number down. And so what's that? Come on. You're doing shit not to agitate him or whatever, where now he deserves an ass whipping. Now, he deserves that ass whipping.
That's my face
You
again.
stand for nothing.
You've been properly warned.
You stand for nothing. You stand for nothing.
And notice he says, what's your VIN number? And he does record the VIN number. I'm not going to do it on my channel. But, yeah, he gets the guy's VIN number. Anybody with YouTube can press the pause button and zoom in and get that guy's VIN number. Why is that a problem? You could call a dealership and tell them the VIN number. And it doesn't have to be necessarily a dealership in your area. It could be somebody else's. But you could call a dealership, give the VIN number, pose as a used car salesman, and get a key made. You can order a key. You need the VIN number. You don't need ID, but the VIN number you do need. And you could record, listen, is this guy going to steal the car or encourage somebody else to steal the vehicle? Actually, this is a truck. But yeah, he's opening the guy up to get his vehicle stolen. Plain and simple. And he shouldn't be doing that. No, well, I have a right to film. No, you don't. And there's laws being broken. Unfortunately, the police don't seem to be enforcing these laws anymore. But I used to be a sheriff's deputy, and we weren't this timid. Must be the new breed of cops, because they're like, well, I don't know. I don't know what I should do. Anyway, just to let you know what kind of guy this guy, Jason Guttertrash, and his son Pigpen are like. Okay. Okay, and here we have another one. He's in Spokane, and you're wondering why I'm not, playing it back. The reason I'm not playing this one really had no incident, but the problem was there was at least one child in his video, and I don't want to play that out of respect to the parent and to the child. But yeah, he films and videotapes children, and he broadcasts them on YouTube. The other problem is that he went into the place where they, sell stamps in this post office, and that is a post office. Somebody else was holding up an envelope where you could clearly see the address and the name. Okay, and he was getting that on video, and he was broadcasting that on YouTube. If you got somebody in the witness protection program, yeah, let me tell you something. Bad guys can use this information for nefarious purposes, and this guy doesn't care. And this guy himself is nefarious. Again, he is armed with a gun and pepper spray. Obviously, he's doing that because he expects trouble. And if you read poster 7, which the employees don't seem to understand, he says, well, I have a right to film. No, you don't have a right to film everywhere, and you don't have a right to film whether it's an exchange of money, information, and credit card numbers. Yeah, the way he videotapes, he's capturing things that are behind the counter, personal information, addresses, VIN numbers of people's cars, license plate numbers, and of course, if he gets a credit card number, he'll probably broadcast that too. This guy is a liar. He has no decency. And, if I ever decide to, run for sheriff, I'm going to go on the campaign that I'm going to get rid of these frauditors. And you can legally deal with these frauditors, but if I'm running for sheriff, I'm going to wage war on these frauditors. I'm going to get in with and you know what you guys ought to do? You ought to talk to your postal inspectors and the postmasters and say, you need to write an addendum to poster 7 saying no photography on the premises, including the parking lot. Why? Because they're getting VIN numbers. They're getting personal information. They're getting addresses and probably credit card numbers. And if I do see a credit card number, I'm not going to broadcast it, but this guy certainly will. And if he says otherwise, he's got a history of lying. But I think everybody ought to go out there and complain, and say, listen, we can't have photography, we can't have trespassing, and we can't have frauditors. And we're trying to do business, but these frauditors are interfering with business. Another thing you can do is if you do see a frauditor and you don't want to punch his lights out, and realize if he assaults you, that does not necessarily mean touching. You have a right to defend yourself. Yeah, I think you should go for it. But another thing you can do is play some music, copyright music, so he can't broadcast it. Play some Elton John tunes or something. Okay, anyway, that's the a-hole, or I like to call him rectum breath. I've never met the guy in person, and I hope I never do. Okay, but I think you owe it to yourselves to, you're going to have to handle this thing yourself because the police are not very effective and the postal employees aren't effective. I mean, it's up to you how you want to handle it, but let's just say I hope I never meet this guy. And now we have some more frauditing going on. Now let's look at this one. And I'm marrying somebody else's channel. I assume he's not going to be mad at me. I don't care if anyone mirrors my videos. I don't, go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Anybody work here that's got a cordial attitude? That's the guy I'm looking for.
Well, okay, so I want to point out again, this is the supervisor that just came out. Again, I say, the supervisor came out and asked, how are you? To me, that seems being polite, in my opinion. But I guess, I don't know, you hear the cocky comments coming out of him, and I can only take a guess that because he didn't mention the weather that he's being a little cocky now. Could that be it? But pay attention.
What are we doing?
Do you want to answer my question?
Well, I'm here.
You got to realize I'm a little bit raw because I just had somebody come out and start yelling at me without even a hello. So I like to start from hello and shake hands, say, how's it going? You know, nice.
Okay, now, so here's where the bullshit starts to come out. Now, we all saw twice at least, the guy came out, we're talking in reference to the first employee, came out, what are you up to? Nice, calm. My opinion, calm. And now you just heard him telling the supervisor that he's a little cocky, he's coming off a little cocky now because somebody, the other employee's implying that the other employee came out yelling at him. Where did you, I'm asking you guys now because I might have not saw it, but did you see that first employee come out yelling at him about what is he doing, what is he up to? Do you guys consider that yelling?
No.
Do you?
Not at all.
Let's watch it one more time, guys. I gotta see in case I missed it.
No, you didn't
What are you
miss it.
doing?
What am I doing?
What are we up to?
What are you up to? You just hit my camera, bro.
All right, there. So we.
That's actually what we would call, legally speaking, a spontaneous response, okay? That's not even illegal. Of course he's going to say it is. He's going to probably sue. He sues all the time. He says, I'm not here to sue people. Yeah, he sues all the time. He threatens all the time. I'm not here for personal information. Yeah, you just saw that he does get... Okay, as far as this guy, Jason Guttertrash, and his son Pigpen, they're liars. And that's the way you deal with them. Let's call it what it is. They're liars. They're going to continue lying. They're not going to stop lying. Anyway, I wanted to post this and, encourage you to make comments or whatever. Some people have asked me to put more content on my channel, so that's what I'm doing. And this is for your entertainment. But I would like to close with saying, guys, maybe you ought to consider running for sheriff or something, or telling the sheriff that these frauditors need to be stopped, because I think they do. And I think something could happen, but anyway, if I ever run for sheriff, that's going to be my, forte. I'm going to say, listen, I'm going to combat these frauditors who are disrupting everything. And they're screwing with businesses, and now they're even going for private businesses. And that means people are going to be unemployed. Yeah, these frauditors go to a private business, they're running off customers. They're running off customers anyway. So I would suggest that, you're going to have to really spell it out for the postal inspectors and the station managers and the postmasters, because they don't understand Poster 7. They haven't read it, and they don't understand that they can throw these guys out. But the solution is they ought to put some signs and post them by order of the postmaster or whatever. No videoing anywhere on the property or the premises. Because let me tell you, that guy, he got the VIN number and he's posted on YouTube. Man, that guy's being opened up wide open to get his vehicle stolen. And I'm sure that's the intent of Jason Guttertrash.